This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the president and CEO of Chakana Copper, Mr. David Kelley. Dave, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great, Gerardo. Thank you.
We spoke last time. I congratulated you on the fact that it looked like we were finally going to be able to get on the ground and get back to drilling the Soledad project, the most prospective parts of a project, frankly, that's already proven to have scale, grade, gold, copper, and silver. And now it seems like we're finally going to start drilling. I know a piece of the property that you're extremely excited about. You had some news going over that program. Can we talk about that a bit?
Yeah, if you recall previous news releases, we expanded the property threefold. So we're over 3,000 hectares now, and that expansion gave us some really prospective terrain within the project, and this new permit that we have and the announcement of the startup of this next 15,000 meters of drilling is allowing us to drill in areas that we have not drilled before. And the targets are just as impressive, in some cases even more impressive than what we've drilled to date. So we're super excited about starting the drill program and continuing to do what we've done in the past, which is really deliver some very spectacular drill results with high-grade copper, gold, and silver.
We touched a bit last time on the resource estimate, which I know was delayed, obviously, because of the delay with the permit and then COVID. And so now it seems like, according to the release, you're also going to be doing some surface channel sampling of multiple breccia pipes. Can we talk about that and how that's going to influence that resource estimate?
Yeah, so that work program will actually start the week of August 3rd. We'll get the team up there in place and start doing that channel sampling, and then the following week we'll start up the drilling once platforms are constructed and access is all sorted out. But that channel sampling is really important to give us the top footprint of the mineralization on the breccia pipes that we've already drilled, and we'll continue that right into the breccia pipes we will be drilling. And it just augments the drill data that we have. And if you recall, the shape of our breccia pipes are cylindrical or oval shaped bodies that persist to considerable depths, but the top part of those, it's difficult to drill that there's basically a shadow zone within the top part of the breccia pipe where the drill can't get access to. And the best way to accomplish the sampling of that is with channel sampling. So that'll be a nice addition to the samples from drill core that we already have. And we already know that these tops of the breccia pipes are gold rich. We generally have multi-gram gold right at surface. So we're expecting that to be a significant enhancement to the ultimate resource that we'll put out.
Excellent. Excuse me. Excellent. You're planning a 15,000 meter drill program. I know you have a rig already on site. Will it be just one rig throughout the entire program, or do you plan on adding additional rigs if they become available or necessary?
Well, they certainly are available, and we do think they will be necessary. Our goal is to get the drilling started with one drill rig, probably drill for about 2 months, and then based on the results that we get, pull in a second rig to primarily do infill drilling, just the inferred resource density that we've determined is necessary to get to that inferred category, and let the other drill rig continue to do kind of the scout test drilling to get us into these new zones that require infill drilling. So that's kind of the general plan right now. That could always change just based on results, but start with one rig and then bring in the second rig when we have too much drilling that needs to be done on the infill side, and then try to finish up the drill program with the 2 rigs.
The last time we spoke, Dave, we talked about how you were being responsible in your approach in regards to COVID-19 and making sure that you acted in a way that was conscious of the environment, the local communities, a very supportive community, and you wanted to make sure you were safe and respectful. How has that developed, and how is that coming along now that you're finally ready to get the rig turning again?
Yeah, we're continuing to work on that. In fact, our team is meeting today to go over all the COVID-19 work protocols that we're putting in place. Obviously every employee and contractor will be tested before they go to site to make sure they're healthy when they arrive, and then they'll be monitored daily. All of our work arrangements and plans are taking in the concepts of social distancing and hygiene and PPE and that type of thing. So we're going to be very, very vigilant on that. The official lockdown in Peru is ending at the end of this month, July 31st. And so they're obviously encouraging businesses to start up, but at the same time, we know that the infection numbers are increasing in Peru, especially in the highly populated cities. The cities along the coast are the ones that are being worst hit. So, we think we can operate in our environment. The infection numbers are relatively low, and with the vigilance of our team putting into these work protocols into place, I think we can manage that carefully. But it will be something that we'll be monitoring really on a daily basis.
Do you have a feel for the turnaround time with the assay labs? Have you spoken with them?
Yeah, I've touched base with ALS, our lab provider in Lima, and they are open for business. They're estimating, about 2-week turnaround time, subject to sample flow as other companies start up. But that's good news for us. I mean, that's the kind of service we've always had with them. And, so that seems to be right on track with where we need that to be.
Excellent. Dave, anything else you'd like to add? I look forward to having you back on as soon as you define specific targets. I know you mentioned in the release that you'll do so as soon as the rig is turning, and I'm looking forward to that because you're not short on targets. I think you have, something like 93?
Yeah, there's 92 total targets on the property, and obviously I've always said we're just scratching the surface on this project so far. But these first few targets are really spectacular, and I look forward to profiling those in future conversations with you and news releases. But I would like to acknowledge the significant time it's taken us to get here. There's been lots of challenges, but we're right on the cusp of starting this new drill program, and I appreciate all the patience that our shareholders and stakeholders have had.
Exciting times. Thanks again, Dave.
Thank you, Gerardo.